A strong paddle in sets up the wave. So whether you're surfing a small little beach break or a giant outer reef, a strong paddle is crucial. It sets up your momentum for the rest of the ride. So when you're out in the lineup, eye your wave early. Anticipate what it's going to be doing, and whether you have to chase the wave and paddle hard to chase, or whether the wave's coming up over you and you're late. The most crucial part is that your last few paddles have to be your strongest. You really need to be pulling yourself down the face of the wave. If you are riding a small little weak wave at a beach break, a strong paddle will actually give you speed to go straight into your first turn. If you're riding a massive outer reef where there's wind blowing up the face and the wave is super steep and critical, you have to pull yourself down the face of the wave. All the factors, the suck off the bottom, the wind blowing up the face, everything is working to make you stay stuck at the top of the wave. So a good strong paddle gets you down the face of the wave, gives you speed and momentum. As the wave picks you up, flatten your chest and even your chin on the deck and the nose of your board, get your nose down and make your last few paddles your strongest. Where you look is where you go. I remember as a young up-and-coming surfer doing competitions, and one of the most critical things that I was doing wrong was my off-the-tops were soft, because when I was coming off the top of the wave, I was not looking down. Therefore, I wasn't rotating my body and my board down, I wasn't generating power and speed, and just one crucial element of looking where I want to go really restricted my surfing. In everything you do in surfing, whether it's barrel riding, whether you're doing an off the top, a bottom turn, a cutback, where you look is where you go. As your eyes set a target, your head moves, your body moves, and your board follows. This helps you to direct your energy, to direct your speed. It helps you to anticipate what the lip is doing, what the wave is doing. It's absolutely crucial for every part of your surfing. Where you look is where you go. So even if you're doing tricks and airs, where you look is so important. So if I'm doing a front side air reverse, for instance, as I bottom turn, I'm eyeing out the lip, what I'm going to do. Timing is so crucial for launching and getting high and getting pop off the lip. You have to eye out exactly and anticipate what the lip is going to be doing. If the wave is flat at the top, I'm eyeing out, in my head, I know I'm doing a carve or a cutback. If the wave is a bit steeper, or if there's a falling lip, I'm either going to do an off the lip or I'm doing a lip line floater. So when I eye out my target early, I can already anticipate early what the wave is going to be doing, what maneuver I'm going to be doing, and then my body and my board follows. So as you're bottom turning, you're eyeing out the lip. And as you're hitting the lip, now I want to be rotating 360. So as I hit the lip, I am rotating my eyes and my head, and that governs my whole rotation of the 360. When I'm in the air, I'm even looking where I'm going to be landing. Am I landing on a bouncing up section, or is it a nice soft foamy for me to land? Where I look is where I go. It helps me anticipate what's next, helps my body to get ready for the landing. It's absolutely crucial. When I was younger, one of my major flaws was my top turns were very, very weak. And the whole reason for this was that I was not looking where I was going. I had a great bottom turn, and as I was coming off the top of my forehand, I wasn't looking down where I had to go. So as I hit the lip, I'd be stuck a bit halfway, my shoulder would stay closed, and this would cause my rail to bog. As I was doing a carve, the same would happen. I wasn't looking down where I needed to go, my shoulder was staying closed, my body wasn't rotating, and therefore I was doing a half turn, I was getting stuck out on the face and my rail was bogging. When I'm doing my off the lip, the half turn again, my rail was bogging, and this would happen over and over again. My top turns, I didn't have the rotation off the top because I wasn't looking where I was going. My turns were half turns, they were incomplete, and they didn't have the power that I needed. When you do a full bottom turn and you look down and do a full top turn, you actually end up being a lot safer because you stay centered over your board. As you look, as you rotate, you end up centered over your board when you land, and that helps you to get ready for the next maneuver. So where you look is where you go. It changes everything. So next time you go surfing, your next session, try and overemphasize the looking where you're going. As you bottom turn, eye out that lip. As you're hitting the lip, eye out the new direction you have to go. When you're doing a forehand cutback, eye out the foam where you're headed. When you eye out where you want to go, your body follows, your board follows. It directs your energy and it creates power, speed, and flow.